AM 1380 WLRM Blues Southern Soul and more. It is Talk to Me, and it's time now for entertainment news with the lovely and talented and sexy Kia Robinson. How you doing?
Ooh, all right. Yes, it's sex day.
That's right.
Hello,
I had to go and put that one in
Peters.
there.
I am good. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Enjoyed the interview yesterday that we had with the twins. The Twice twins, is it? The Twice
Twins.
Yeah.
Yes, the Twice twins. Those are some busy twins, and they do a lot of stuff. But yes, enjoyed the interview and and hearing about their book. And those girls are going places.
Yeah, they're going places just like you, Kia Robinson. And everybody, I want to let everybody know before we get started, entertainment news, you can go to the Playground on YouTube and check out the various shows that we do here.
Because I'm definitely going places. You know, I think I'm going to put on the Playground with YouTube. I started making these cake pops. Do you know what a cake pop is?
No, what is that?
It's like cake on a stick, and it has some icing over it.
Oh.
Yes, this is my new thing. I said this is going to be my side hustle. Me and my daughter Carson are going to do it together. She's still out of town, but when she gets back in town, so I tried making them. You know, them suckers took me 3 hours. That's time-consuming mess. I have to charge y'all $10 a cake pop.
Hey,
but
you know, that's cool.
I'm going to bring you some. You got to try it. But,
I got to try a cake pop. A cake pop. Yeah.
A cake pop. It's basically like a round ball of cake on a stick with a hard candy, coating, icing kind of stuff on it. That sounds very sweet. Keep this up. I bought all this. It is very sweet, and it's very pretty when done right. Mine weren't pretty, but they tasted good, so I got to practice. Corey trying to be slick, trying to be all supportive of this endeavor, when in reality, he just wants me to keep pumping out these cake pops.
That's right. Well, when Corey is the manager, mastermind, moneymaker, so, we're going to make these cake pops, make millions. Ain't that right, Corey? Omega Supreme.
Make millions. That's what he's thinking. Yes, he's all for it. Don't give up, babe. He gave me a whole pep talk yesterday when I was like, these take too long, and they're not perfect circles.
Yeah.
So he talked me into it, so I'm going to try again. I've done more research. I'm going to take more cake pops. I'm going to make sure I get some to you.
Fantastic.
Over the weekend, yes. And today, let's wish, I think it's today, Tamia and Grant Hill a happy 19th anniversary. They've been together 19 years. You remember Tamia?
Yeah. And she's got a brand new single.
She's got a brand new single out that I'm going to listen to. It might be a good wedding song. It's supposed to be a kind of wedding-ish song.
Well, it's kind of fast. I mean, I guess you could,
maybe we're thinking about two different ones. She put out also some kind of wedding song.
That's right.
Kind of promoting it.
Well, it's probably a full-length CD, so she's probably got fast and
right, more than one song. So I'm going to check it out because I'm still in need of some songs. Okay, Greg, you are the song man. I'm going to put you on this.
I am.
Okay, so when they say, I now pronounce you, Mr. and Mrs. Corey here, you may kiss the bride. Okay, and he kisses me, and then when we walk back down the aisle, we walk back down the aisle to something exciting and celebratory, like some happy music. I need you to think of some happy song that we would, walk back down the aisle. Like
what about
maybe? Oh, go ahead.
What about Etta James? At last I found.
That's not a happy song. That old depressing. I'm talking about. Okay. Think of like signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours.
Okay, you're like a classic. Okay, I got you.
Like a classic, upbeat. And it's like, they're married. Like you would jump up and you have a happy feeling, like, yay.
Well,
that last thing gonna give you.
In that case, just play James Brown. I feel good. You knew that I would now. But I'll definitely think of one for you. I will.
Yes, think of one. And I think I found the song. I think I'm in love with that song by Major for the first dance.
Honest.
This is why I love you, or something.
Okay. You're not talking about I just wanna be on. Oh, you talking about Major? Yeah.
Major, the new. Yeah, not who you're talking about. You talking about the old school. Major, the new guy.
Oh yeah, that is a great song. Matter of fact, he's coming here for the Southern Heritage Classic concert series. It will be Tank, Major, K. Michelle.
Tank gonna be taking his shirt off again.
And Ro James, and Ro James. So I'm gonna make sure that
that'll be the weekend. That'll be the weekend before my wedding. It's usually like right around there, right? Like around the 15th.
Right, and you will have a pair of tickets like we always do every year. You know, give you a pair of tickets.
Yes,
yeah,
I'm going
to
every Friday. Oh,
Most
so my
definitely.
birthday's August 5th, and I'm going to be in Kansas City again that weekend because
Okay.
it's on a Sunday, and my daughter will be getting baptized.
Now,
So the
now,
night before-
now, there's a sad note because I heard this. I don't know if it's true. You know, now it's not a sad note; it's a happy note for him and his wife. You know, but it's a sad note for all the women. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think I heard on the Michael Baisden show yesterday that Tank got married.
I will investigate that. Some women will be to a man or a woman.
Oh Lord.
Okay, that was just me.
No, he had a girlfriend.
That was so uncalled for.
Yeah, that really was.
Below the belt. I apologize. I will look into that, and yes, a lot of women will be very
Yeah,
upset.
because I was kind of laying down and I had the Michael Baisden show on after my show went off yesterday, and if I'm not mistaken, Michael Baisden said that Tank got married. So hey, ladies, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Another one bites the dust. First,
yes, Idris Elbert.
Idris Elbert.
I finally got it right.
That is not right.
Oh,
it's Idris Elba.
Okay, Idris Elba. Okay.
Idris, I-D-R-I-S. Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
But he got married. Okay.
He got married to a big booty chick. So all the big
Can't
booty
blame
chicks
for that.
Yeah. But listen, okay, so my birthday's August 5th, which is on a Sunday.
Okay.
On Saturday, August 4th, when I'll be down in Kansas City, I'm going to see SOS Band. And who else is with SOS Band? Because I was so excited. I was like, SOS.
Yeah.
I love SOS Band. I wish they would have Midnight Star, but yeah, they're going to be playing my old song from high school, The Finest. Remember that? You're the finest I've ever known.
Yeah, that's jamming. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis production.
How did I just draw a blank with who was coming with SOS Band? And I told Corey, because he's going to come down for my birthday, and he was like, I don't know about that. And I said, boy, we're going to see these 80s classics.
That's right. The 80s classics. I mean, because they're doing a lot of 80s tours.
Cameo.
Oh, yeah, Cameo.
Oh, man. Ow. Yeah.
Oh,
we're gonna do
word on.
Larry Blackman.
Yeah.
Hey, that was good. That was really good.
Yeah, well, I love Cameo. I've seen Cameo live twice. Yeah, live twice, as a matter of fact. Yeah, so that's going to be... So that, and the SOS Band, too. Matter of fact, I had a chance to bring SOS Band on stage during my days at Clear Channel at the Summer Soul Food Festival. That was in Shelby Farm years ago. So yeah, you're going to enjoy them. They're bad.
I really will. It's one of those where it's going to be in the park and it'll be hot.
Yeah.
It'll be wonderful. I'm going to have a good time.
You're going to have a good time.
Let's get to our entertainment news. Okay, this first story I have written on a crumpled up piece of paper because this was a story that, we got so carried away one day we didn't get a chance to do it. But it's still worth doing. So, people, we are not late with the news, but we're still just going to bring this up. It happened a little bit ago, but we're going to bring it up. Kylie Jenner. Let's talk about Kylie. Now, remember, she's the youngest.
The $1 billion baby.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about. She has graced the cover of Forbes' annual America's Women Billionaire issue, but too much controversy. So what do you think about this? Kylie is 20 years old. She will be 21 in August, but she's 20 years old. They are saying that she is on track to be the youngest self-made billionaire. The word self-made is what has everybody in an uproar. Self-made. Is Kylie self-made? Okay, she has a net worth of $900 million.
Woo!
Okay? And over the next year, expected to become, so she's expected to beat out Mark Zuckerberg. So she's expected to become the youngest billionaire. She has $900 million. She only needs a mere $100 million. If we all band together, we can help Kylie get $100 million.
Exactly.
All this because of, not all of this, but most of it because of Kylie Cosmetics. She sells those lip kits.
Yeah,
her lips up. Even
they
though she
love
got
those
no
lip
lips.
kits.
Yeah, she made some lips and bought some lips. Even though she has no lips, she sells these lip kits, and they have sold. And I heard they are wonderful. But remember, she also had money from being in Keeping Up with the Kardashians. She has a line of clothing with her sister. It's called Kylie. It's called Kendall and Kylie. I do own 2 pieces of Kendall and Kylie, and it's super cute stuff. And get this. So she has no office. She works from her mother's house. She has like 7 employees, no overhead. They outsource everything, like the manufacturing, advertising.
Yeah.
And mom, of course, oversees it all and takes 10% like she does of everybody's stuff. Okay, so just to compare, just to let you know, Kim Kardashian has only $350 million. Kylie, $900 million.
Wow.
Okay, so here we go. So the question is, do you consider Kylie to be self-made? Do you consider her a self-made billionaire? Is she self-made in your opinion?
Yeah, she's self-made. She just has $350 million to Kylie's 900 million. I mean,
no, it's okay. They're calling Kylie self-made, meaning like like let's say Oprah. Oprah is self-made. She came from nothing to something.
Okay.
But a lot of people are saying that Kylie didn't come from nothing. Kylie came from something.
Okay.
And then made something. It's easy when you have a platform. It's easy when you come from millions.
Their dad, and I'm not talking about Bruce Jenner. I'm talking about the lawyer, the Kardashian.
No, their dad is Bruce Jenner.
Their dad is Bruce.
Kylie is Kylie Jenner. Now remember, the Kardashian girls, their dad is Rob Kardashian. Kylie's dad is Bruce Jenner.
Now Rob taught those girls how to make money.
Somebody taught more than those girls how to make money, but the question is, you still have to answer the question. Did she do it all on her own? Is she self-made?
She's not self-made.
Would you consider her self-made?
No, she's not self-made because she got it off the Kardashian name, and then she got her some booty, and and hey,
she bought what she did. She bought what she needed.
That's right. She bought what she needed, and she got the cute little face, and she just shot to the top. I think the reality shows, and then and then with the marketing, like I think they had like some jeans out, and stuff like that, and endorsements.
Okay, but can that contribute to you being self-made?
It can. It can.
We all know some people who've been given everything and still don't make nothing out of themselves.
But at the same time, the Kardashian name, sells. As where Kylie, her dad, was a Olympic champion, and then of course now he's a woman now. But Kylie invented, something that women love.
Exactly.
Yeah, she invented a brand, and she took it to the next level, and it blew up. So she's more self-made. Whenever you invent a brand of your own, and then you present it to the public, and you constantly push your brand, and all of a sudden everybody catches on, and it blows up. You're definitely self-made.
But she could have taken her 100,000 Instagram, her is it 100 million or 100 million or something like that? She could have taken her 100 million Instagram followers and just basically done nothing and just lived off of just appearances and being on the Kardashian show, but she chose to do something. But here's Forbes' definition of self-made, because a lot of people were having a problem calling her self-made. This is Forbes' definition. We consider any person who built her own fortune and didn't inherit the money to be self-made. So by that definition, and I love the Kardashians. Those are my sisters. That whole little gang. I see both sides of it. Part of me thinks I know plenty of people who have been given every opportunity in the world and didn't do nothing with it. It's one thing to get the opportunity. It's another thing to go to the next step and make $1 billion off of it. But I think about this. This is truly self-made. Kris Jenner, the mama, she's self-made. That's coming from nothing and learning how to make something. She is a marketing genius. She has learned how to put every single child out there, make money off of them, keep them all working, keep herself getting money. She's a genius. Kris is self-made. Kylie, I kind of go back and forth.
Okay.
So. Either way, Forbes, this ain't National Enquirer calling her self-made. This is Forbes. So
yeah, Forbes magazine. They serious.
Think about it. This is the youngest child. She was the kind of ugly duckling. Like you said, she bought everything. She made herself beautiful. She made herself $1 billion. She got herself knocked up, and she's still making all the money in the world, and can't nobody say nothing about it. Boom. Hats off, Kylie.
That's right. Self-made, baby, and keep on doing your thing,
We're going to have to start making something, Greg, besides these little cake pops. I'm talking about something else.
Well, something's going to, something's going to catch up. Cause, we got to, because everybody's being self-made. I mean, even the story, of the late XXX Tentacion. I mean, that guy made, he was self-made. I mean, he started doing music and he blew up on on YouTube, and I think he was like making for like $500,000 off YouTube hits, and then he started selling selling records and on the
is that the one that got killed?
Yeah, the one got killed, man, and of course he had a net worth of $2 million, and he wasn't even 20 years old. So I mean, of course,
the money is out there. You just gotta
the money is out there.
You
gotta push. And his situation was he needed a bodyguard. When you blow up like that, I mean, you just can't go nowhere with a Louis Vuitton bag full of $20,000-$30,000 or whatever he had on him. He might have had about 50.
Greg, you are right. What is happening now to where all of these rappers, these young rappers, are getting killed or beat up or robbed, and it's an epidemic now. I don't know half the names, but it keeps happening. I keep hearing about it. It's crazy.
Well, the thing is, if you got that kind of money, then you need to hire a bodyguard that is licensed and
quit
trained.
Carrying around so much freaking cash.
Yeah. Or if you're going to carry cash, have somebody with that steel. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Or just get the Black American Express card and say, hey. Charge it, swipe it,
Keep about $80 on you in cash.
Keep some Burger King money on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to tip people. You got to tip them. Keep some fives and some ones, and the rest of the black card. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, for real.
Do your thing. Okay. The next story you told me about, and this was unfortunate, about Michelle Williams. I didn't see that coming. Mental illness is real.
Yes, it is.
That is crazy. So, Michelle just turned 38 yesterday, I think.
Okay, she just had a birthday? Okay.
Yeah, she just had a birthday, and she checked herself into a mental health facility for depression. Yeah. I didn't know it was this bad. Last October, she spoke about suffering from depression and suicidal thoughts, even at the height of her Destiny's Child fame. And she said that when she looked back at it, she didn't really know to call it depression, but this has been going on since about age 13. And I think she identified it at about 25, and she's been a big spokesperson for mental health. Like, it shouldn't be taboo in our community. Let's talk about it. Let's get help. Let's go get. She said that she's finally taking the advice that she has given so many other people. She saw herself falling, and she saw a problem, and she checked herself in. But the part that I know you and I were finding. To us on the outside, see, it's hard when you're on the outside looking in, because I look at her like, girl, you skinny. And I mean that in a good way. You're not worrying about losing weight. You got money. She just found love. I'm trying to remember, did she get married or was she going to get married?
She was going to get married. The story that you did,
she hadn't gotten married yet, right?
Yeah, she hadn't gotten married.
So when you're not worried about your weight, you're not worried about your money, and people know you, and you found love, and on the outside looking in, you have it all.
Okay.
You got it all.
Okay.
But when you're sick, that's just unfortunate. Well, I can't even imagine.
Well, the Greg and Kia show, Entertainment News, is we're quite, different from a lot of other, entertainment shows. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm sure you're going to agree with the reason why Michelle is so depressed, because we didn't know about this. I mean, I got this news from Kevin Coolin Fox page, and then I, transferred it to you, and I was like, wow, me and Kia was just talking about how wonderful she is, and this guy, she's married, and they're just so in love. Okay, this is why Michelle Williams is so depressed. This thing about no sex before marriage, you know what I'm saying, and not letting him hit that thing, you know what I'm saying. If they had sex and had it good and had it several times, she would not be depressed. She would be happy and jumping. Don't sex make women happy, Kia. Okay. Kia Robinson, don't sex make women happy.
Sex does tend to make people happy, but me and Corey cut it off before the wedding. We're gonna we took a break so we can all be new again. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We cut it off. Yes, we cut it off after Essence. That was our last time, and yes, we're like virgins again.
Oh.
We're going to be.
Oh.
Yeah, he's trying to cut it back on. And,
she never cut it on.
I cut it off. He's trying to cut it back on, and he acting like we sneaking and like nobody will know, but we made up the thing. But we did.
Boy.
Yes, he has 60 days. 60 days from now.
Yes, 60 days. No sex.
60, so
you're telling me that you and Corey are going to be celibate for 60 days before the wedding.
Well, we've already been celibate. I guess it will be almost like 2 weeks, maybe.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yes. So
Great.
we're talking like 75 days, 74 days. Yes, before.
Oh, okay. So cold showers are in, right?
I'm gonna make it. So far, I'm doing well.
Okay, fantastic.
There's one person is struggling.
Oh, okay.
He's constantly wanting new definitions of the word sex and what does that mean?
Oh wow, this is something. But I mean, but Kia, you know, Michelle, Michelle and her fiance, they never cut it on. So I mean, you know.
Okay, but that's why. But think about this. Okay, we know that's not the real reason, Michelle. Is we're joking.
Yeah,
but
we're just clowning.
I think isn't he a minister or something?
Yeah, he's like a chaplain. Life. Is he a chaplain for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Remember that? Yes, he is a minister, and he's like the minister for the Major League Baseball and this and that and this and that. But look how happy Megan Good and her husband are. First of all, they're like the prettiest couple there is, and they didn't have sex before their wedding, and they seem happy with it. But get this, okay, tell me this: how do you think that would be? And I'm treading lightly because I know there's lots of people who suffer from depression, and I don't want to be insensitive. But this man found her. You can't really hide being depressed all the time. I'm sure she showed some signs while they were in the courtship phase. But he still found her, wanted to marry her, is marrying her. Do you think that's going to be hard on the husband, having to deal with a wife that's constantly fighting that battle? You know, that must be hard. I can't imagine. I have like the happiest fiance there is. He's like the happiest person there is. I can't imagine if he had bouts of depression. I don't know if I could deal with that.
Well, yeah, because the thing is, you know, when you are dealing with a person, and if you do have a mate that deals with depression, and they're just down all the time, you know, that can be a problem. But there should be. She
has her good times and her bad times, and
but there should be an element, you know, in a relationship, okay, in a courtship, in companionship, that makes a person feel happy that they do have somebody in their life that, you know, that cares about them and that loves them. So with Michelle getting the help that she needs, and with this guy being, a spiritual man, hopefully everything should work out okay, you know, especially when they get married, you know, and start.
And she gets some, and he gets some, and that's so straight.
Yeah, when they get married and start to bang, I think, you know, yeah, exactly. So
that's a plan.
That's a plan.
We're going to see how that works. But we do. She says she's doing a lot better.
Great.
And it's so much better that more people talk about it.
The main thing is, and this is from Kia and Greg to all our listeners and everybody that's listening to us. If you do have some depression and some mental issues, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean you're crazy just going through things that may have happened in your life. Do get some help, because one thing about it, sitting down, talking to her, getting some counseling always helps, and you'll feel better about it. I mean, it really will help you.
Yes, and being able to speak on it makes it less taboo, makes it not taboo in our society. And we can deal with it just like we have to deal with people with, heart disease or people with fibromyalgia. This is just another ailment of the body, and it's just happening in the mind.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay. So we have to end this on. I don't know what. I don't want to say a funny note, because it's not funny, because she's going to jail. But it does make me happy to talk about this woman. Okay. You remember Rachel Dolezal? Her new name is Nkechi Amare Diallo. She is gone all the way black. You remember Rachel? She was the former head of the Spokane NAACP, the white lady who pretended to be black. And I have always been on Nkechi Amare Diallo's That's her legal name. She has legally changed her name to Nkechi. I have always been on her side because if you really want to be black that badly, dadgummit, you should be able to. I don't see the big problem.
I mean, you know, this is America, right? Okay.
It's America. Let her be black. My God.
Right.
Okay, so she's recently been booked and released from jail on welfare fraud charges. I meant to send you the picture. Have you seen her lately?
Whoa, because when
she got braids, Greg, that look better than anybody's braids you see. Well, this chick looked like a real light-skinned black chick.
Well, I'll tell you
nobody says she's black.
Ain't nothing more blacker than being on welfare. So she has.
Oh yes, Lord. She black. She got braids. Her name's Nkechi. She is here for it. Okay,
and she going to jail.
And she going to jail. You know she good and black. Okay, that is so terrible of us. Nkechi faces up to 15 years in prison for not reporting income from her hair braiding endeavors. Yes, Greg.
What?
Hair. It gets blacker and blacker. Don't you love it? She braids hair. You know, you're supposed to be licensed and report your braiding money. She's sitting on the porch, sitting on that egg crate with somebody between her legs, and she's not reporting that money.
Come on, Kia. Kia, hold up. Wait a minute. You know how many black girls out here braiding hair and don't have a license?
Well, you remember, I don't know if you remember this, but about 5 or 6 years ago, the state of Tennessee cracked down on that. You will not continue to braid hair out of your basement or sitting on the front porch without getting a license and reporting that money. So it was not just that, but she also wrote a book. The book was called In Full Color, Finding My Place in a Black and White World.
Okay.
Okay, so she wrote a book, and she braids hair, and the proceeds from all of that, I think it added up to, what was it? I wrote it down, $83,924 over 2 years.
Hey, that's $40-some thousand a year. That's a nice little piece of change, baby.
41,600 something. Yeah, but okay, so she made 41,000 of what she put into the bank account. Now, you know, braids, you ain't putting that money into the bank account necessarily. Right. That's probably her book money. But get this, here's the thing that bothers me. They're saying this is what she's charged with: first-degree theft by welfare fraud, making false verifications. Do you know what that means? That means they had to verify, and she lied about that too. You remember back in the day where somebody said, "Oh, your child can't go to this school district," so we would falsify some, papers to say that we lived in this certain zip code, so our kid could go. So she falsified a few papers to verify the stuff.
Okay.
And then second-degree perjury. I guess she lied about it, and she's pleading not guilty, and we'll find out in September what happens. I hope that nothing happens because I don't have a problem with her. But yeah, she's doing some real black folk stuff. But get this, all of this just sent over $8,747 in food assistance and $100 in child care. For 2 years, all she got was $8,700, and she's facing 15 years in jail. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know, they serious about them food stamps, boy, I tell you.
Well, I mean, I think it's not just that she got food stamps. It's the fact that she didn't, say that she got any of her money. She intentionally lied about it and then got it. And then she falsely verified it, and then she perjured herself. So
was she the president of the NAACP when all this was going on?
No, this is all going on 2015 to 2017. This is after her life fell apart, and she was not the president of the NAACP.
Able to get that money. Yeah,
she had to make money. She has a little kid and everything, and with little black names, and let her be black. She does hair, she's very talented. I'm going to send you the picture.
She's very talented, and she's a very intelligent lady. But I tell you what, I have the perfect solution for her to get out of this situation and to get lesser time, maybe even just probation.
Okay, what? What is it?
She needs to start being white.
Nay, you don't set a mouthful there. She needs to use her privilege.
That's right.
She needs to,
white privilege, baby.
Take your braids down, slick your hair back, and say that you've been brainwashed and these black folks have made you do some crazy stuff.
That's right.
That is the best advice you could possibly get. Change your name back.
That's right.
Greg, that's genius.
That's genius. Just start
genius.
Being white, and let me tell you, she won't do a day. She'll get probation. Maybe and of course she can just pay the money back that she made from the braids and everything, and make arrangement with the IRS and everything.
Yeah, make arrangements. You only only got $8,800 over 2 years.
Pay
it's
it
not
back.
like she killed the system. I mean, really.
Exactly. You know, because I
Be
know.
white. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
So that's all you got to do is just be white, you know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. You know, it costs a lot of money to be black.
Man. It's not for the faint of heart, is it? It ain't for everybody.
It ain't for everybody. But, you know, somebody's got to do it, you know, because Greg Peters black, Kia Robinson black, and she is on Facebook just as black as she want to be. And I'm on Facebook just as black as I want to be. And Kia Robinson's on Instagram. She's a black Instagram model.
Black Instagram model.
Yeah, most definitely. And the playground is at a black park on YouTube, baby. Kia Robinson, the playground. Check it out today. And the shows that we do here at AM 1380 WLRM. Thank you so much, Kia.
Thanks, Greg.
All right, we'll be right back on Talk to Me with Greg Peters. Tell you what, man, with that being said, we're going to jam this thing out. I got some great music coming up for you next on AM 1380 WLRM Blues, Southern Soul, and more. Soul and more.